What's good, everybody? It's your boy Will. Today's video I'm going to be showing you guys the best controller settings in NBA 2K23. Now, they did add a bunch of new settings into this game, so I'm going to go through everything and explain to you guys what you should leave on and off, as well as which settings are the best. So starting off, we're going to go into settings and we're going to scroll down to shot feedback. Now, you definitely want shot feedback on all shots. This is going to show you the contest percentage on every shot that you take, as well as your timing and the timing of the other team. So it's going to help you out knowing which of your shots are good shots and which are bad. So you definitely want to leave this on all shots. Now, personally, I turn off camera shake, but this is only for a career. I turn off action replays, highlight camera cuts, after basket camera cuts. I turn all of this off. And that's only for a career. It speeds up the game a little bit. Another setting we definitely want to turn all the way off is motion blur. This just makes it harder to tell what's going on the court. It messes with my eyes a little bit, so I definitely turn this off. It's easier to time your shot and play the game when it's not blurry. Now, moving on to controller settings. First is going to be vibration. This is totally up to you guys. I personally leave it off because I feel like it kind of messes me up. It's kind of distracting, but if you like it, leave it on. Trigger effect, you definitely want to turn this off. This makes it so it's harder to press down your triggers when your guy is tired, which is really stupid. Just messes up your gameplay. Shot meter, you definitely want to take your meter off because you get a boost to your jump shot when it's off, so leave that off. Now for shot timing, this is up to you. You can do shots only, so the computer times your layups, but they did update it in this game and added a buff to timing your own layups, so I'm going to leave this on. I'd rather time them to get a better chance of making them, but if you just like the computer to time your layups, then you can do shots only right here. One of the first new settings they added to this game is shot timing release time. Now, this doesn't speed up your actual jump shot, but it's how fast you have to let go of square to be able to get it green. A lot of people right now are using very late because it allows you to release square at the last possible second, so it's easier to time it. When you move it to very early, honestly, it's like way too quick. So I would recommend probably doing late or very late because it makes it easier and it doesn't affect your jump shot, the actual speed of it. It's just when you release it. These next couple settings right here are just preference. They're visual and audio. For free throw timing, I would recommend just leaving this on user timing. Pro stick function, you definitely want to leave this on default. If you put it on dribble moves or just shots, it's going to mess you up. You're not going to be able to dribble, so leave this on default. Pro stick orientation. This is if you're in the corner, you basically are dribbling the same way you would be at the top of the key, if that makes sense. If it's on absolute, and if it's on camera relative, if you're in the corner, you kind of have to adjust to it and do your moves differently. So you definitely want to leave this on absolute so your dribbling is always the same. And the same thing for off-ball offense mode. You want to leave both these on absolute. Double team reaction, you definitely want to leave this on manual. This is when you're holding L1, calling for a double team. It works better when you have it on manual. Help defense button function, this really doesn't matter. I leave this on double as well. Call for pick and roll versus fade. This is just for career. Doesn't really matter. It's up to you, manual. Player icons, you definitely want to leave this on. When you pull up your icons to pass the ball, it's going to show everyone's icon. If you turn it off, it won't have any. So definitely leave that on. Skip pass, this doesn't really matter. Nobody really tries to throw skip passes, so you can turn this off. Icon lead passing, same thing. You can turn this off if you want to. You can also leave it on. Doesn't really make that big of a difference on your gameplay. Pro stick pass type, nobody passes with the right stick, so this doesn't really matter. Icon passing, I left this on default. Again, this is something that really doesn't make that big of a difference. The main passing settings are going to be your controller settings all the way at the bottom. Receiver control doesn't really matter. Pro stick defense, I would leave this on absolute. Shading indicator and who to guard, these are both two things that I personally turn off. I don't really like the arrow showing me where to go, but again, that's purely your preference. If you like the arrow pointing you a certain way, leave it on. Now, the most important settings are all the way at the bottom right here, defensive assist and box out assist. Personally, I leave both of these on 0. I feel like defensive assist, especially on this game, it's even worse than 22. I feel like if you're a lockdown or a point guard, you could leave it to like 10, maybe 15 at the most, but I'd probably leave it on 10. And since I'm playing center, if you're playing center or power forward or big, I would just recommend leaving this on 0 so you have complete control of your character. Same thing with box out assist strength. Mainly I'm playing center, so I don't want the AI to help me boxing out at all. I want to do it all myself, so I leave it on 0. But you can leave the box out assist strength up if you like it. But I would definitely recommend turning down defensive assist strength. Now for the pass target profile, there's a couple different things you can do here. Honestly, the easiest one is just put on openness. If you're a new player, you're not good at passing, just put on openness, and basically if you press X, it's going to try to throw it to the most open man. So if somebody's cutting down the paint and you hit X, it's probably going to dot the opposite corner, if that makes sense. So it's going to make a lot of crazy passes for you that you wouldn't even be trying to make normally. They said that they were going to take this out this year, but they didn't. It definitely still works. So if you're someone that's new to the game or you're not very good at passing, just put on openness. Personally, I usually leave it on direction, or I'll even go like this and just put it all the way on direction because I play center. And if I get a rebound, I just want to aim to the corner and press X and throw it. I hope this explanation video helped you guys out. I just want to break down each and every one of these settings, try to give you guys my opinion and tell you what I think is the best. I really appreciate you guys watching. Hope you have a great day. As always, man, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It's been your boy Will. Peace.